Hello everyone and welcome to some brand new action figure news. Very exciting for the Marvel Avengers Endgame fans, as Tamashii Nations Bandai have made some new announcements regarding their latest Avengers Endgame SH Figuarts for 2020. So if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I have done toy hunts, reviews and news for the Avengers Endgame SH Figuarts, including the latest reviews of Hawkeye and Professor Hulk. And we also know that in January 2020, they are releasing the 4-figure from Endgame, which means we'll have the original Avengers team for Endgame. So you can also check the link in the description below, as I have done a update on the 4-figure. So we'll also see War Machine in 2020 for Endgame, as well as Wanda and Black Panther for the Infinity War line, which have their own set of figures. But I'm kind of glad I held back from picking up the Black Panther version 1, as I finally will get my hands on a version 2, which is the Vibranium suit, which we saw in the Endgame final battle. So here it is. This is the new photo released by SH Figuarts, and we're essentially in the Endgame now, as these figures are related to the final battle. Super excited, and first I'm going to talk about Rescue. And this is Pepper Potts, which we saw in the final battle of Endgame. And this is a fantastic figure. It's very slick, it's very shiny, like we see in the Iron Man figures. And for those of you who picked up the Marvel Legends, what do you think of this one in comparison? I kind of held back for the Marvel Legends because I just knew that when SH Figuarts release armored figures, it's going to be fantastic looking. You can see there are plenty of accessories included, so it gives her that flight mode as well as the blaster effects. And on to my next figure. Super excited and surprised, they are announcing another Iron Man Mark 85. This is known as the Final Battle, and you can see that the suit, it is much darker, so it's kind of battle damaged. And you can see they have given us plenty of accessories with all the armors, the shields, the blaster effects. They have literally taken this figure onto another level. This is super exciting, and it's probably one of the best Iron Mans I have seen by SH Figuarts. And just as though you thought it couldn't get any better, they are actually releasing it with the Tony Stark head sculpt. Finally, we will see a Avengers Endgame Tony Stark, and this is crucial. This is one of the most iconic scenes in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that is Tony Stark. And the only thing is, in this video we don't see any sign of him the click at the end, because there is no gauntlet on his hand. That is something I wish they did if you really wanted to complete this figure and finally say this is the only Iron Man Mark 85 you'll need. But it looks like they haven't done that, but I think just having a Tony Stark head sculpt is good enough. And you can even do scenes like this with Tom Holland or Peter Parker. Which brings me on to the next figure. Yes, we will finally get another Spider-Man. I held back from picking up the Infinity War one because I just knew that SH Figuarts will be announcing a new Spider-Man figure. And they have given us the instant kill. Just look at the red eyes. That is fantastic. And not only that, we will see him holding onto that gauntlet, which hopefully fits onto the Professor Hulk figure that I had, which didn't include the gauntlet. And one of the most important things is they've given us a very accurate Tom Holland Peter Parker head sculpt, which is again pretty iconic, as he does take it off in a lot of the scenes in Endgame. So this is a very exciting figure to have. Just look at the accessories, look at the detail on the gauntlet as well. You can have the click, so I expect there to be articulation on the gauntlet as well. Which brings me on to the next figure, and that is Captain Marvel. We have the Endgame version. In terms of the likeness to the actress Brie Larson, I'm not too sure about that. But nevertheless, I really like the suit. Just look at the colours, the detail, and just look at the accessories as well with all the effects. And of course, it's the new hairstyle of her. Just look at this. fantastic accessories included, and this is going to be a fantastic Captain Marvel figure. And then moving on to a final one, it is Captain America. I was kind of disappointed with the first release of Endgame. I thought it was very normal, very plain. They didn't give us any battle damage shield, no Mjolnir, and of course none of that dark look to him. But they finally done it for this final battle version, and we'll also get a Steve Rogers head. Marvel Legends of course did a really good head sculpt of Steve Rogers, but we're going to get a new SH Figuarts one. This is a figure I'm very excited about. Just look at that pose. That just looks like straight out of the movie. And we'll also have the effects for the Mjolnir, which is brilliant. Absolutely fantastic action figure. This is probably one of the best ones we'll see. Super excited, and that just blows away the old Captain America we saw in the Endgame line. And just look at this photo paired up with Thor straight from the movie, and this is super exciting for all Avengers Endgame fans. So just a quick recap, we will see Rescue, which is fantastic. We'll finally get a Tony Stark Iron Man Mark 85, plenty of blaster effects, shield, armors. The only thing is there is no gauntlet. Then we're going to see Spider-Man, the instant kill, the red eyes. You're going to get the Peter Parker head sculpt as well as the gauntlet. And then we also have Captain Marvel, which is the new suit, the new hairstyle, and of course plenty of effects to add on to the figure. Very excited to see Captain America, which we will get the battle damage shield, the Mjolnir, the effects, the Steve Rogers head sculpt as well. And it's going to be a fantastic year for SH Figuarts in terms of the Avengers Endgame. If you want to see the reviews of my previous Endgame figures, you can check the link in the description below. Also have the links to the War Machine update as well as the Black Panther one. I've also done videos like all the Iron Man suits by SH Figuarts, and of course the latest reviews for Hawkeye and Professor Hulk. So if you want to see the photos in more detail and clearer, you can check the SH Figuarts website, as they will have all the photos for all their releases and upcoming releases. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.